Welcome, I'm Michelle. If your shoulders are feeling tired or tense, this gentle practice is here to offer a little relief. We'll move slowly, open the heart space, and let the breath guide us. Let's begin. Let's begin in our easy seat, connecting to our breath. Settling into the sit bones and legs. Laying through that spine, neck in line with the spine. Let's begin with a cleansing breath. Inhale. And exhale. Deepen breath through the nose. Exhale with the entire body. And one more here. Inhale. And exhale. So starting just below that navel, we'll take a half a breath coming to that core. We'll take one more sip of breath coming into that heart space just below that collarbone. And then we'll exhale and let it go. Cleansing breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale half. Inhale full to heart space. Exhale, release. Two more like that. Inhale half. Inhale full. Exhale, release. Inhale half, inhale full, exhale, release. And let's reach up and over to that right side, feeling that length through that left side of the body. Allowing that left shoulder to open, inhale, and exhale, release through center, rounding out the back, opening up through the back of the heart. Inhale, and exhale. Reach up and over to that left side, pull that right shoulder back, inhale, and exhale, releasing those fingertips behind you, finding space between the shoulders, breathing into that heart space. Inhale, and exhale, gently make your way up. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, up and over to the right. Exhale, release center. Inhale, up and over to that left. Exhale, release fingertips to the back. And inhale, exhale gently back to center. On the inhale, sending the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Today we'll bring our focus into that heart space. So just below the collarbones and above that center of the core. As we focus in this heart space through today's practice, may we welcome in compassion, acceptance, grace, and forgiveness. Take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for. And you could gently blink the eyes open if they've been closed. Find your focal point ahead of you. And we can release and come out of our easy seat. Let's come into tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrist, hips are over the knees. Let's work through some cat-cows here. Inhale, expanding through the chest and heart. Exhale, rounding out the shoulders. Inhale, space through that front of the body. Exhale, opening up through the back of the heart. And again, inhale, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, send that tailbone under. One more here. Inhale, heart forward and out. And exhale, pull the navel to the spine. Gently back to center. Release that left foot to the back of the mat. Finding length through that spine. Inhale, exhale, rounding up the back. Knee to heart center. Inhale, long line of energy. Exhale, opening up through the back of the heart. And inhale. One more here. Exhale. So feeling through that back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, send that left leg through. Find your version of low lunge. Press those hips forward. Option to stay here or release that left hand to the block. Send that right arm by the ear. Deepen breath. And then exhale, reaching up and back slightly. So a very gentle back bend here. Again, finding that space through the front of the body. Shoulders are down and back. And inhale. And exhale, release that right hand down. Bring that left foot back to meet the right. Back into tabletop. Extend that right heel back. Long line of energy. Inhale. Exhale, knee towards heart center. Inhale. Extend. Exhale, contract. So allow yourself to bring that focus into that heart space, into the back of the heart. Inhale. And exhale, rounding out the back. Notice what you're feeling. And inhale, extend. Exhale, send that right leg through. Find your low lunge, press those hips forward. Release that right hand to block, send that left arm by the ear. So notice what you may be feeling through the front of that left hip. Deepen breath. And then exhale, gentle reach up and back. And inhale, coming up. Exhale, release that hand. Release, right foot back to meet the left. Tuck those toes under, send your hips up high into your first down dog. So maybe pedaling through those feet. Press the chest towards the thighs. Press both heels towards the earth. Deep bend in those knees. Inhale. Exhale, walk, step, or jump feet to the hands. Body is heavy. Let's send those arms to the outside of that right leg. Feeling that stretch through that left side. Head is heavy. Inhale. And to exhale back to center. Reaching to the outside of that left leg. Breathing into that right side. Inhale. Exhale gently back to center. Deep bend in those knees. Slowly roll up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's find a mountain pose. Palms are forward. Just take your toes for a moment. Lift them towards the sky. Just notice how that engages the legs a bit more. Just notice what you're feeling. Release those toes. Let's do that again. Inhale, toes towards the sky. Exhale, release. One more like that. Inhale, toes to the sky. Exhale, release. Sending the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, reach up and over to that right side. Press strong through that left foot. Inhale. Exhale, release through center, rounding out the back. Arms are heavy. Inhale, up and over to that left side. Feel that length through that right side. And exhale, coming up. And then let's release the hands just at the lower part of the back. So creating a shelf there. We'll take an inhale. And then on that exhale, gentle reach up and back. Again, finding a very gentle back bend here. Pulling the elbows towards one another. Pulling the shoulder blades towards one another. Inhale. And exhale, back to center. Let's do that one more time. Up and over to the right. Inhale. Exhale, release through center. Navel to the spine. Inhale to the left. And to exhale, gentle reach up and back. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Release those arms. Arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, send that energy down. Inhale overhead. Exhale, take a gentle forward fold. Halfway up. Inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Let's do that a couple more times. Flat back to forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the back. Exhale, release. And one more. Inhale. And exhale, release. Release the legs to plank or tabletop. Take a moment here. Inhale. Exhale, release the knees gently. Release that chest. Hands by the rib cage. Gentle baby cobra. Press into those legs. Inhale. Exhale, bring that focus once again into the heart space, expanding through the front of the chest as you rise. Inhale, exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale, and 1 more here. Inhale, and exhale. Shift through tabletop. Let's find child's pose, opening up through the back of that heart. Releasing forehead to the mat. Breathing into the back. Inhale and exhale. allowing yourself to drop into the hips. And one more here. Inhale and exhale. Gently make your way up into tabletop position. Tuck those toes under, send your hips up high into down dog. Option 1, stay here. 2, send that right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, press that left heel towards the earth. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot through, find warrior 1, back foot flat. Inhale, arms overhead, space through the front of the body. Exhale, release those arms behind. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, release. Knees stacked over that ankle. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release the arms behind. Finding humble warrior arms. Maybe it's hands to opposite elbows. Maybe it's clasping those hands behind you. Inhale, pull the shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale, release chest to thigh. Press away from the earth. Inhale and exhale. Both arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, release hands to blocks. Come onto the ball of your back foot. Pull those inner thighs towards one another. Release that right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, maybe release behind you. Pull that right shoulder back. Inhale, arm overhead. Exhale, release, arm down. Let's bring that left foot in to meet the right. Slowly roll up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send the shoulders forward. Inhale, exhale, down and back. Arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, palms down. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, gentle forward fold. Halfway up. Inhale, exhale, release. Move through your version of Chaturanga. We're skipping meat in down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, hips are high. Option 1, stay here. 2, send that left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot root to the hands. Find warrior 1. Again, back foot flat. Left knee stacked over left ankle. Inhale. Exhale, send the arms behind. So let's bring that focus into that heart center once again. Space between those shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen through your back. One more. Inhale. Relax those shoulders. Exhale. Arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands to blocks. Onto the ball of your back foot. Feel a little lift through that center. Let's find our easy twist. Left arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, maybe reach behind, finding more space. Through that left side. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, release. Bring that right foot in to meet the left. Slowly roll up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send your shoulders forward. Inhale. Exhale, down and back. Let's take a moment in mountain pose. Bring that focus to heart center. Expansion through that front of the chest. Maybe coming back to what you're grateful for. Maybe focusing on those words: love, compassion, acceptance, grace. Breathe into that heart space. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, send the arms overhead. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, overhead. Exhale to heart center. Begin to shift onto that left leg. Let's find tree pose with that right foot. To the floor, to the calf, or maybe above the knee, just not on that kneecap. Maybe releasing hands to heart center, breathing into those hands. Inhale. Exhale. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. And pray your hands at heart center. Release that heel forward to mat or off the floor. Inhale. Exhale, find warrior 3. So always finding your version. Deepen breath, lengthen through that back leg. Exhale, release the foot to the back of the mat. Find warrior two. Deep in breath. And exhale, take that lunge forward. Inhale, exhale, extended. Pull that right shoulder back, finding space through that right side. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, palm to the sky, reverse warrior. Send that hand to heart center. Pull that left elbow to the sky. Inhale, exhale, release to the inside of that left thigh. Palm reaching to the sky and palm facing out. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Straighten through that front leg. Come into triangle pose. So maybe adjust that back foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find extended triangle. That left hand could come to block or shin. Maybe release that arm behind the back. Maybe finding a bind, you'd release that left palm to the back, reaching for those fingertips. Most importantly, opening through that right side. Inhale, exhale, reach that arm by the ear. Inhale, exhale, come up. Release all toes to face the side of the mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, send that energy down. Inhale, exhale, release the arms behind you. Find humble warrior arms. Space to that front of the body. Inhale, exhale, release, forward fold. Allow the body to be heavy. Facial muscles relaxed, jaw and tongue relaxed. Inhale, exhale, release the arms. Let's find a flat back here, maybe hands to hips, or maybe releasing arms ahead of you. Inhale, and exhale, make your way up. Inhale, exhale, find warrior two. Find warrior one or high lunge. Deep in breath. Inhale, and then exhale, release that left hand to hip or behind the back. Take a gentle reach back. Inhale, and exhale, back to center. Let's release those arms to the blocks or mat. Find an easy twist once again, left arm to the sky. Inhale, exhale, maybe reach behind. Deeper stretch, maybe you're releasing that knee to the mat. If you release that knee, tuck those toes underneath off the mat, reach back to the sky. Inhale, exhale, release that arm. Let's step that right foot in to meet the left. Scoop everything to the sky. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart center. Back into that mountain pose. Take a pause here. Begin to shift into that right foot. Find tree pose with that left. Maybe releasing hands to heart space. Breathing into those hands. Inhale. Exhale. Press foot into standing leg into foot. Feeling that opposition of energy. Inhale. And exhale. Release to prayer hands. Extend that heel forward. Inhale, or maybe to the floor. Exhale, find your version of warrior three. Energy out the crown of the head, out that back leg. Inhale, exhale, find warrior two. Take that lunge forward. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Pull that left shoulder back, space through that left side of the body. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, reverse. Release that hand to the heart. Send that right elbow to the sky. Reaching back. Inhale, exhale, release that elbow to the inside of the right thigh. Releasing that arm towards the sky, palm faces out. Continue to press through the outer edge of that back foot. Inhale. Exhale, make your way up. Straighten through that front leg. Adjust accordingly. Take that lunge forward. Inhale. Exhale, find extended triangle. Pulling that energy up through center, engaging those legs. Maybe you lift those toes once again and just notice what happens to the legs when you do that. Maybe you're taking the arm behind, maybe finding that bind. Inhale. Exhale, release that arm by the ear. Inhale. Exhale, make your way up. All toes face the side, palms face out, arms overhead. Inhale. exhale, back down. And again, inhale. Exhale, release the arms behind. Find your version of humble warrior with those arms. Inhale, exhale, release. Deepen breath and exhale. Releasing those hands to the hips or arms ahead of you. Inhale, exhale, straighten through. Inhale, exhale, find warrior two. Find your high lunge or warrior one. Inhale, exhale, release that right hand to hip or lower back. Take that gentle reach up and back. Inhale. And exhale, release those hands to blocks or mat. Let's find our easy twist. Reaching to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, reach behind, maybe releasing left knee to the mat. And if that knee's been down, tuck those toes under, send that knee off the mat, reach to the sky. Inhale, exhale, release. Release those hands. Let's step through plank or tabletop. Take that lunge forward for your last chaturanga or skipping. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog, hips are high. Deepen breath. And exhale, release the knees to the mat. Let's walk those knees in. We'll come into camel pose. So option to stay on the tops of the feet or tuck the toes under. You can have those blocks in between the feet. Maybe you'll release hands to the blocks. Maybe you're releasing hands to the heels. Maybe those hands are coming behind that lower back, creating that shelf like we did earlier. Inhale, send the arms overhead. Exhale, release that right hand. Inhale, exhale, release that left. When you feel ready, send that energy to the crown of the head. Inhale, and then exhale, gentle lean up and back. Pressing the hips forward, hips stacked over knees. And again, finding the version that works for you. Pull the shoulder blades towards one another. So breathing into that heart space. Inhale. Exhale. Engage the legs. So pull those inner thighs towards one another. Inhale. And exhale. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. Right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Left arm. Inhale. And exhale. Find tabletop position. Walk those knees forward, coming onto the sit bones. Let's take a moment here. Extend the legs ahead of you. Find length through that spine. Inhale, exhale. Just take a gentle release forward. So allowing the back to round. Head is heavy. Just giving that back a little bit of release after coming out of camel pose. Deepen breath. And exhale. And gently rolling up. Let's release flat to those feet. So we'll come into a supine butterfly. First block will support your head and neck. That second one, long ways, is going to come in between the shoulders. If you have a bolster, you're going to just take it the long way. And again, just allowing those shoulders to drop off the sides of the bolster. So gently making your way down. Option to release the legs ahead of you. Feet could stay flat, or allowing the soles of the feet to come together, allowing those knees to drop. You could also support underneath the knees with blocks or whatever you may have in your space. Maybe sending the arms out from the shoulders. Maybe the arms are by your side. So finding your version. And let's breathe into that heart space. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale. Allowing yourself to settle into the shoulders and back and hips. And again, inhale and exhale. Exhale, gently releasing flat to the feet if they've been in butterfly. And then taking your time releasing those blocks from beneath you. Just take some gentle sways here with the knees. And we'll come into center, bringing the knees towards the chest, maybe head towards the knees, taking an inhale. And then exhale, release the legs, release those arms by your side, finding your version of Shavasana. I take a moment to let go, and I release any tensions that I may be storing within my body. I release any resentment, fear, or disappointment from my heart. I let go of any frustrations that I may be holding, and any other energy that is preventing me from embodying my true self. May I be filled with love, light, and peace. From Meditate in Love. You always have the option to remain in Shavasana longer, but otherwise beginning to find movement in your hands and feet, fingers and toes. Slowly blinking the eyes open, finding the focal point above you. When you feel ready, bringing your feet flat, finding some gentle sways. Making your way to your side of choice, take that pause, and gently make your way up into your version of easy seat. On the inhale, sending the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. I accept and am grateful for this moment as it is. I am full of love, peace, compassion, and acceptance. Always grateful to our bodies for allowing us to move into practice. I'm grateful to share this practice with you. The light within me acknowledges the light within you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Please be on the lookout for my free 5-day series of presence and stillness that will soon appear in my video descriptions. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and or comment below. Let me know how the practice helped you and what else you would like to see on this channel. Have a beautiful day.